At long last, the one is opening its doors to a new owner. The Bel Air mansion took over 10 years to construct and experienced many logistical and legal problems. Eventually, the mansion was put up at auction and was finally sold on March 3rd. The original asking price for the home was $295 million, reduced from $340 million, $500 million, and finally sold for a reduced price of $126 million. However, the final purchase price will be over $141 million, which is the sale price plus a 12% buyer's premium to Concierge Auctions. The real estate market at the one is a disappointment to the developer, who was hoping for more of a profit. And it also falls short of being the most expensive home sale in California. However, it's now the highest home sold at auction. But you're probably wondering, who is this person who just bought a house for $141 million? For today's video, exclusive to our TTP members, we'll be talking more about the mega mansion and the Mr. Person who bought it. If you have read the title, then it's not a secret anymore. The buyer is none other than Richard Sagan. So, just who is this person? Richard Sagan is well known to everyone who is into fashion, as he is the CEO and founder of Fashion Nova. Fashion Nova, a fast fashion retailer, has experienced massive success due to its use of influencers and rapid preparation for trends. Forbes estimates Sagan's wealth at $1.4 billion, which mainly comes from his 100% ownership of the company. But aside from that, what else do we know about this fashion entrepreneur? Richard Sagan is an Iranian American who learned about fashion from an early age from his father, who owned women's retail stores. Fashion Nova was founded in 2006 and started out as a chain of stores selling lower-priced clubwear and other trendy apparel in Los Angeles malls. Now, Fashion Nova has widened its customer base by catering to different body types. In 2016, they launched their Fashion Nova Curve line for plus-size customers. In 2018, they launched menswear, and in 2020, they released Maven Beauty, a beauty line. The Business of Fashion states that more than 1,000 different manufacturers are used by Fashion Nova, and 600 to 900 new styles are released per week. They credit themselves as being the world's leading quick-to-mart apparel and lifestyle brand. Sagan started his own e-commerce website in 2013 and later created an Instagram account, which at the time many viewed as the first authentic fashion influencer who stamped his authority on the industry. He has also built his empire through Instagram and is now worth $1 billion. 40-year-old Sagan understood Instagram's power before Fashion Nova even had an e-commerce site. He used his 60,000 followers to turn them into loyal Fashion Nova fans and garner high levels of engagement and brand trustworthiness among the younger generation by tagging them with the #NovaBabes hashtag. The fashion company is said to have set the Instagram aesthetic look into stone. Reason? Affordable on-trend clothing that is endorsed by influencers and celebrities alike. Fashion Nova's affiliation with celebrities like Cardi B, Kylie Jenner, Khloe Kardashian, and Megan Thee Stallion, among others, has a big impact on Fashion Nova's branding. This year, their collaboration with Cardi B made $1 million in just one day. By 2018, Fashion Nova was ranked higher than H&M, Zara, and other fashion houses like Louis Vuitton, Versace, and Gucci. All because of one post on Kylie Jenner's Instagram. Such a post makes $50,000 in revenue for Sagan's brand. Forbes recently reported that Sagan is worth $1.4 billion, considering that Fashion Nova takes in over $1 billion a year. However, his success has not been without some controversies. In 2016, there was an investigation into allegations that some of the factories used by Fashion Nova were underpaying their workers. Fashion Nova denied its allegations and said that the workers in question were not directly employed by Fashion Nova. Despite the controversy, Sagan has pledged to donate $1 million to various NGOs. These include Black Lives Matter, Know Your Rights Camp, and the NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund. Now that we have an idea who the buyer is, let's go back to probably what everyone else is waiting for: the Mega Mansion. What really happened with the mansion, and why was it sold? The extravagant owner of the one has defaulted on more than $100 million in loans, leaving the very residence in question. Nile Niami. The project's developer pitched a 105,000 square foot home as having 7 pools, a 50-car garage, a 10,000 bottle wine cellar, and even its own nightclub on her Instagram post. Promoted as being the largest and most expensive urban property in the world, it was expected to come to market for $500 million. But it suffered many delays and complications and now faces a court-ordered sale to pay debts. Niami borrowed $82.5 million from Hankey Capital in 2018 to continue building their home. But in March of this year, Hankey served notice of default on Niami and sent the property towards a foreclosure sale. Niami had 90 days to pay or renegotiate their debt, which had grown to more than $110 million according to court documents. The homeowners did not pay their home dues by July, so it was taken over by the court, which is an alternative to foreclosure for complicated real estate deals. The receiver has several tasks on hand relating to the accounting of the home's debt and readying the land for sale, besides looking after creditors and lenders. Hankey Capital declined to comment on the default ordered receivership. Nile Niami did not respond to a request for comment, but despite Niami promising that the property is nearly done, there are still many details left to address and the property is not ready for market. According to the Lane's first report, it should be another 4 weeks before it's completed. And there are some things to consider when building a home that is fairly common, like how the gas company won't provide service until there's a certificate of occupancy. But some details are specific to the property, like how the permit to build a commercial-grade catering kitchen was denied, causing the space to remain empty. According to Lanes, he's still learning about new issues that need to be dealt with. He's obtaining the plans and permits and sorting out agreements with the artist whose work is in the house, a furniture staging company, and a gardener. The house has a lot of problems according to the report. The property's insurance lapsed recently, and people on social media are challenging others to sneak onto the property. Jan Lane said that safety-related projects are prioritized before other non-safety-related projects. The certificate of occupancy requires that all the other projects are also done. Lanes found that the home has an unresolved $2 million tax liability and a $1 million worth of outstanding invoices for contractors. Lanes wrote that the property has unpaid taxes, unresolved zoning disputes, and lacks a certificate of occupancy. The goal is to make the property more marketable by making it easier to insure and acquire. Nearly a decade in the making, this luxury home is located atop a hill in Bel Air and has views of Los Angeles. Built to scale, it includes 20 bedrooms, 8 rooms for staff, and 3 bedrooms that can be used as guest houses. Inside is a library, cigar room, and candy room. The home has a 4-lane bowling alley, movie theater with 50 seats, wellness center, and fitness center. There's also a putting green, beauty salon, and juice bar. There's even a tennis court for your entertainment. One of the homeowners, Niami, would tease his new property weeks away from coming to the market. However, the home never arrived, and he has instead been unloading other properties. Last year, the Los Angeles mansion in West Hollywood was sold for $28 million, much lower than its original asking price of $35 million. In April, an LA property in Bel Air was sold for about half the asking price of last year at $36 million. Default notices have been sent to Niami, who accrued a debt of $10 million on a home in Hollywood Hills, and another of $23.4 million on the Beverly Hills house. Aside from that, Niami has been sued by another company for not paying in debt. The company's lawsuit states that Niami borrowed $200,000 from the company to try and sell a different home in Bel Air. Influencers like Michael Bakley have already shown the collaboration capabilities of Niami and Copymatic. They recently featured a home tour with amenities fit for a social media influencer, such as a nightclub in the VIP area and a walkthrough of 4,000 square feet that includes a private pool. "I gave them everything here," Niami said in the video. "We have everything anyone could ever want in this house." With all the issues with the one, there's no denying that it's one of the most beautiful mansions ever made, even among other jaw-dropping estates in Los Angeles. The one sits high atop a hill and has a 360-degree view of the city below it. Imagine standing on this property, you can see all of your surroundings. It's a great place to be if you want everything important to you and want to enjoy an incredible view. The mega mansion can cater to any hobby or interest that you have. If you are into cars, there's a 30-car garage, as well as 2 turntables for showcasing your cars, which are available on the subterranean level of the home. But if you're more of a fitness type, the 3rd floor has its own gym and lap pool, plus a 4-lane bowling alley, a hair salon, and a juice bar, which is great for making post-workout smoothies. Also in this level is a movie theater for cinephiles, the 10,000 bottle wine cellar for vino enthusiasts, and a cigar lounge for those who rather just unwind with a stogie. On the other hand, the master bedroom alone is larger than most New York City apartments at 5,000 square feet. It has its own sitting room, massive his and hers closet, and an office. And for visiting guests who prefer a separate building entirely, there's a 4,500 square foot guest house on the grounds as well. There are also infinity pools in the property that creates an oasis that surrounds the main home and offers spectacular views of the city. This is just one of the reasons you'll want to spend time outdoors at this mansion. The 10,000 square feet roof deck has a breathtaking view of the city, as well as a roof that elevates you to look over those who are below. So if you're looking for a great party pad, then maybe the one is for you, because it has its own in-house nightclub. Some people even call it the philanthropy wing because it's similar to something in the Pritzker estate where they host thousands of people for charity events. When all of the above is put together, the home makes a lot of sense in today's real estate market, when purchasers want as many built-in facilities as possible so that even if another quarantine period occurs, they have everything they need. According to Forbes co-listing agent Aaron Kerman of the Aaron Kerman Group at Compass, says that they showed the mansion to over 40 billionaires from across the world. And more than 3 dozen potential purchasers viewed the 944 Arrowway home, including billionaires from Middle East, Asia, and California. According to the once listed agent, but only 5 bids participated in the auction. Then the bidder was revealed to be Fashion Nova CEO Richard Sagem, who paid $126 million for the property, plus a $50 million auction bonus. He received a great deal as a top bidder, considering the house was placed at auction for $295 million with no reserve. And if it had sold for $295 million at auction, it would have been the most expensive mansion ever sold in the United States. The record is still held by billionaire and hedge fund mogul Ken Griffin's $238 million New York penthouse. The mansion, however, is the largest in Los Angeles and the 4th largest sale in California history, with 105,000 square feet. However, a lavish mega mansion like this wouldn't be everyone's cup of tea. But for people it's for, it doesn't get better than this. Unfortunately, the once new owner Richard Sagem, founder and CEO of Fashion Nova, will have to wait a bit longer to find out for himself. The house isn't finished and doesn't have a certificate of occupancy since municipal inspectors haven't signed off on critical permits for grading, electrical, and other work. According to the court filings, it might also contain building problems and zoning code breaches. Finishing the home and obtaining a certificate of occupancy is likely to require several more months of work and roughly $20 million. The Beverly Hills Estates Brandon and Rainey Williams, as well as Kerman, co-listed the house. Sagan was represented in the transaction by the Williamses and Stuart Vederick of Hilton and Highland. The One Bel Air is a once-in-a-lifetime property that can never be duplicated. There is nothing else like it. As a lifelong Angelino and avid collector of real estate, I recognize this is a rare opportunity that also lets me own a unique property that is destined to be a part of Los Angeles history. Sagan told the Los Angeles Times while declining to discuss further on the acquisition. There you have it, our TTPYT video for today. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and like this video. If you think that we've delivered value, please share this video with one person. Just one share is enough for us for you to show your appreciation for the commitment and hard work we all put together in creating this video that teaches and helps you on your mission of building your own fortune. And you don't know, the one share could go a long way. And keep in mind that no matter how many times you're going to watch this video, you won't see any results unless you take action. Goodbye and see you at the next one.